These are the days of girlhood. These are the days. These are the days of girlhood. These are the days. These are the days of girlhood. These are the days. These are the days. These are the days. Oh, hello. Good morning. Welcome to the Derek O'Shea Show in the morning. It's always kind of an interesting vibe in the morning. So much to get through this morning, though. So much in the news. MSNBC is officially gloating at the idea that Fani Willis, the question has finally been answered. What's up, morning tough guy? Fani Willis is allowed to stay on the trial as long as her secret lover that hands out lots of cash is gone. So MSNBC is having the time of their life. What a weak judge. What a freaking weak judge. But I always find it interesting to see what the left is saying when it comes to this case, because he is the worst ever. According to look at this right here is a perfect example of how insane Democrats are. Democrat likens Latino support for Trump to the idea of Jews backing Hitler. Are you insane? They are not the same, my friend. Democrat Representative Vicente Gonzalez of Texas has suggested that the notion of Latinos supporting former President Donald Trump would be like the Jews supporting Adolf Hitler. He says, if they don't have that racist, divisive element within their party, they would have a lot of Latinos. Who is this racist, divisive element? Just Trump or everyone that votes like Trump? They can't seem to shake off. No, it's imposed by the media and Democrats because that you feel like that's your only argument. The rhetoric you hear from the Republican Party is shameful and disgraceful for Latinos. And when you see Latinos for Trump, to me, it's like seeing Jews for Hitler. Well, you're an idiot and you need to be educated, my friend. The congressman said, what? If this is an indication that these people are just hyperbolic and over the top and just liars and just will say anything for an emotional trigger, I don't know what is. He's the same as Hitler? Oh my God, they want y'all back in chains. Okay. Vicente Gonzalez of Texas, you, my friend, might be one of the dumbest people or the best liars, worst liars I've ever heard. Congratulations for pushing this idiotic theory to people. But those of us that have a brain think you're crazy. Sometimes I wonder about these people that if you were to sit down and have a cup of coffee or a beer with them, if they are the same person, or they just say these things for gotcha moments, I just feel like all politicians are just influencers at this point, and they're just saying things for clicks. You know what I mean? Am I the only one that feels that way? That half the 99% of the things they don't actually believe. They're just saying it for clicks. They're saying it to rile up their base. I mean, the right does it to some degree as well. But Democrats are particularly over the top and say things, and then when you call them out, I bet you in 5 years, if you were to say, hey, Vicente, did you say that about Trump? He would probably say, no, why would I say that? You're probably taking me out of context. No, dude, we're not taking you out of context. God. These are the days. These are the days of girlhood. Okay. God, I hate that song. I think it's because if Trump wins again, a lot of people are going to jail. We'll see, man. Hopefully. That's the hope. As long as they're held accountable for things that they actually did. I don't want the DOJ just going after people, but I'm sure you don't either. S&P 500 continues to fall amid inflation concerns, and I'm told this is a right-wing talking point. That the economy is just fine. Everything is fine. Interest rates aren't going down. Every realtor, social media realtor that I know online, you got to buy now because when the rates go down in the summer, you're going to be kicking yourself. Well, they're not going down, and inflation continues to go up. So maybe, just maybe, you guys are trying to sell me on something that isn't necessarily true. The broad market index lost 0.6%. Dow Jones dripping 123. NASDAQ 0.7%. I don't really put too much stock in the S&P 500, but a lot of people do. now this story. That story. Biden is one of the greatest liars known to mankind. The man has one of the most interesting lives you'll ever meet. He was born in a Puerto Rican family. He was a truck driver. He was a school teacher. I get lost on all the stuff he did. Apparently, there's a new claim going out that Biden got a standing ovation at a law school. Critics call BS. No way, dude. This man has done it all. I want his brain. I want to be living in some grandiose delusions like he does. This is the dream. That when you slowly get older, you slowly get maybe some dementia or signs of that your brain doesn't go to very negative thoughts. Your brain goes to these, oh my God, I had no idea I was such a cool person. And then you just kind of just start making up stuff. That's the hope that we all have. President Joe Biden claimed that he received a standing ovation while he was in law school for a speech about a case that he hadn't even read. I'm not going to read this case. I'm just going to wing it. And people were so impressed by me that they gave me a standing ovation. Biden recounted the alleged incident during his 5 hours of interviews with special counsel Robert Hur. And I'm told Robert Hur, according to the left, is like one of the most evil people online. And the story went public earlier this week ahead of Hur's counsel Hill testimony. The transcripts of those interviews, blah, 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 blah. It was a really difficult professor, Biden recalled. He called me on to discuss the case. You know, it was your first torts class, and I had never read the case. And I stood up, and I spoke about 10 minutes. And the whole class stood up and started clapping. I've never been in a college class, master's or bachelor's, where somebody gave a speech for 10 minutes and the students gave such a crap that they stood up and applauded the other student. That's why he's president, though. He is easily one of the greatest orators of our land, Joe Biden. Here's to you, Joe Biden. I can't wait to hear more incredible stories of stuff that never happened, but you believe that happened. And who are we to question whether it's true or not? If you're believing the lie, this is why he needs to go to his old folks' home. Just go to the old folks' home where you could tell these stories to other peers around you who are about the same age, who are just like, wow, really? He would be like one of those old folks that you come into the dinner table and he would just immediately start talking about stories about himself. And then you're like, we didn't ask you a question, Joe. Why do you always talk about yourself, man? He's like, oh, come on, man. Just trying to build some community here. May we all have Joe Biden's brain as we get older. All right, this video. Very sad story coming out of Venezuela, Haiti. We are told over and over again that these migrants are just good people looking for jobs. And we are not. Yes, there might be, the majority of them are. But as always, there are some that aren't. And here's a perfect example of that. Here's an illegal migrant from Haiti. And what did he do?
Migrant has been charged with raping a 15-year-old disabled girl at a Rockland hotel. The case already sparking outcry.
Don't pass this conspiracy, okay? Me and my gated community say that these people are just good people looking for jobs. I'm going to hear that one more time, and I think you should too as well. Don't paint people with a broad stroke.
Migrant has been charged with raping a 15-year-old disabled girl at a Rockland hotel. The case already sparking outcry from local leaders. WBZ's Brandon Truitt is live in Rockland with what was revealed in court today.
Make
Brandon,
the story go away.
Well, Chris, the state started booking out all of the rooms in this hotel last year as a part of its emergency assistance shelter program. And authorities have confirmed to us that both the victim and suspect in this case lived here.
I have a patron. I don't know if he's a manager or a National Guard on the 911 line, 850 Hingham Street. It's going to be for the migrant section.
It was around 7 Wednesday night. Police records show a front desk worker called 911, reporting a 15-year-old disabled girl had been sexually assaulted.
Room 115. Meet the police. EMS response.
Police say they met the teenager in the lobby. Using multiple translators, she told authorities a man in the hotel brought her to his room to help her with an app on her tablet. Once there, he began having sex with her, the girl explained. According to the police report, the girl asked the man to leave her alone, but says that he wouldn't stop. She was ultimately taken to the hospital. Using a description of the man, police found their suspect in the room where the alleged rape happened. With enough evidence, police say they arrested 26-year-old Corey Alvarez. He was formally charged with rape of a child in Hingham District Court Thursday. Authorities say Alvarez moved here from Haiti and is part of the migrant system.
Oh. Okay. God. I wish we could have an honest conversation about some of these people. I wish, I wish we were our politicians, our leaders, the people in charge, the people above us were adults, and that people like me could be the idiots and just say fun and outrageous, ridiculous stuff. But it seems like they are worse than us, where we are the logical people. And even I can't even go there emotionally, and I can't just lie to people the way the politicians do. And the way they talk about, remember when Joe Biden just during the State of the Union said, yeah, an illegal killed her. And then he apologized for it immediately because he doesn't want to hurt these people's feelings. You don't want to hurt somebody who murdered somebody, bashed someone's head in. You don't want to offend that person. It's like if I were to be like, this illegal killed raped a disabled girl, a 15-year-old, and they're like, hey, he's not an illegal. He's a migrant. Okay, I don't want to disrespect this guy. He's a good, I don't want to just say that he's bad because he's illegal. Okay, right, because breaking the law doesn't make you bad. Violet says, I decided a long time ago there was no adults. Yeah, dude, seriously. Yeah. I don't want to be an adult. I want them to be the adult. But I feel like, it's like a kid in a divorced family. It's like the kid slowly starts to become the more practical one, or the one that's that tries to save the family. and I just feel like we are watching our parents be completely insane, and that we have to step above them because they are so ridiculous. But it doesn't matter. God, because it seems like the people that are good in politics, the people that are probably people like me and you that would do well in politics, we wouldn't do well because we would go absolutely bananas. Because we would actually want to get stuff done. We would actually want to change people's lives. We would actually listen to the voters when they had problems in their life, but they don't. They just want to have these outrageous conversations. Yeah, let's just flood the border with millions of migrants. Let's not check them in. Let's not see if they're good people. Let's just not find out the reason they're coming here. Let's allow them to come in, and if you ever question anything or say that they're bad people in any way, you're basically the replacement theory. You're basically a white supremacist, and I can't have a conversation with you. And it's just. This is why we fail, though. This is why I wish there was Democrats talking out against this more. Besides Fetterman, why is Fetterman the only one? I guess it just takes some kind of stroke for a Democrat to finally realize they're psychopathic and they need to be more honest with who they are. Just a thought. All right, let's see. This is the last story I have. And I just want to share something with you guys this Friday. Earlier this week, one of my all-time favorite artists put out a song. And I thought, why not read the song? Because it's a great song for a Friday morning on your way to work. And maybe you're going through some stuff. Maybe you've had a hard day. And so this song will hopefully pick you up, and we could just read it one by one. Aha, aha, aha. Ring the alarms immediately. We have a code pink emergency. Have you ever been in a code pink emergency? I have. It's scary. You don't know what to do when you're in a code pink emergency. You don't know who you are. You don't know who your friends are. All you know is you need something to change. Calling women of all ages. Little bit of a PDF right there. All ages? Really, Dylan? Okay. Girls like me gotta learn the basics. Don't we all? We all have to learn the basics in life. Last look, quick change, sip champagne. Amen. I always drink when I'm getting ready in the morning. My boss says, Derek, you should probably stop drinking before you come into work. And I say, you know what? Screw you. I'm doing a quick change and I'm sipping champagne, idiot. Playing catch up because we all missed the pregame. Haven't we all missed the pregame in life? Some of us, we have regrets. Some of us, we wish things would change. We wish things would be different. And I call that the pregame. Well, let's focus on the game today. All right, guys? Pull up the group chat. Where you at? Drop a pin. Dylan's a little bit of a stalker. That's what I call a stalker. You don't need to know where I am. Okay, Dylan? You don't need to know. I know you keep hitting me up in the DMs, but I'm not going to drop my pin for you. We're doing Hot Girl Shizzle. Get in. What does that mean? I don't even think Dylan knows. This is a song about Dylan trying to figure out what is girlhood and what are we going to do. What's up, Queen? Monday, can't get out of bed. Amen. Mondays are just so hard to get out of bed in the morning, aren't they? Dylan, yes. What a line. Tuesday morning, pick up the meds. God. Tuesday morning, pick up the meds. I'm thinking, Dylan, maybe add that to your Monday list. Maybe have the meds for Monday, bro. Oh, sorry, Dylan. Wednesday, retail therapy. I'm thinking maybe go to actual therapy. Just a tip from your old Uncle D. Retail therapy. So we're mixing them all up. Maybe Monday we start therapy and meds. Then we get out of bed on Tuesday. And then we go to retail therapy. Cash or credit? I say yes. Oh, Dylan, you have both? You're silly. No, Dylan is pretty broke right now. And so Dylan, when he goes to the cash register, he actually pays in chunks. He'll pay cash first. He's like, I'll do like $5 in cash and then $35 on my credit. Is that okay? He's that guy. That person. It's just like, it just keeps coming out. I apologize. Didn't even know his name. Wow, what a douche. You don't even get to know your own cashier. Really? Really, Dylan? Tells me a lot about you. Weekends are for kissing friends. What's that? What's a kissing friend? Are we like 12 again? Are we literally 12? Weekends are for kissing friends. Who wants to kiss me? Anyone? God, no one's kissing me. Please kiss me. Is Dylan like one of those people that you like get in the spin the bottle or 5 minutes in heaven or whatever crap that I never played, but I always wanted to play because I was like, could someone want to play that game with me? And then the person he gets hit with, they walk away. Walk of shame on Thursday. Oh, honey. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Thursday, walk of shame. I missed that. See, I even missed that because I saw it was a shameful act. And I didn't want Dylan to have to relive that. We've all been there on Thursdays, specifically Thursdays. There's something about a Thursday night that makes you feel shameful. Weekends are for kissing. Friday night, I'll overspend. Dylan, you have a spending problem. You can't pay for things on your card. You don't have enough cash for things. You're splitting up payments. I'm worried about you, Dylan. Okay? This is not a joke. Saturday, we flirt for drinks. Okay, so you're using people for their money. Again, Dylan, I'm worried about your money situation. Did Bud Light not pay you enough? We need to help you out. Playing wingman to our twinks. Gross. And if you don't know what a twink is, go ahead and look that up. Okay, conservatives. Playing wingman to our twinks. And that's depressing. Sunday, the Twilight soundtrack. Now, there's a cultural reference that everyone needs to get behind. If you haven't enjoyed Twilight series on a Friday or Saturday night when you're bored out of your mind, I don't know what you're doing. It's easily one of the funniest comedies of all time. I highly recommend watching the Twilight series again if you haven't in a long time. It is so funny. I've literally almost peed myself laughing so hard recently. Cues my breakdown in the bath. Again, we're starting with therapy. You're doing retail therapy and you're taking meds, but you should be doing actual therapy. If you're having a breakdown in your bath, I have a great time in my bath. I bring in my rubber ducky. I bring in the radio. I have some candles and some wine, and I have a great time with myself. These are the days. These are the days. These are the days of girlhood. Is it just like a day thing? We're just figuring out, like, it's not forever. It's like, I'm going to be a girl. I'm going to do girlhood for these days. These are the days. These are the only days I'll do girlhood. Until my grift is done, then I'll go back to manhood. Every day, every night. Mr. Bubble. Maybe with riff tracks, I might finally get to watch the series. Yeah, you should. Rise and shine, they're all mine. Who? That's pretty aggressive. Who's all yours? Matt Walsh? Thick or thin, I'll be all right. Dylan at this point will take anyone. If you're thick or thin, Dylan doesn't care. Dylan wants it. Dylan will be all right. I keep saying, it's just like, it just keeps coming out, and I just, I can't, I'm just struggling right now. YouTube, forgive me for my sins. I will repent at least 25 to 30 times today. Got my dolls by my side. We're still playing with dolls. We might actually need to be in therapy. Little doll section. We're overspending. We're sleeping in. On Thursday night is a night of shame. Thick or thin, so you don't even have a preference. You'll just take anyone. I'm worried about you. These are the days. These are the days. These are the days of girlhood. This is where it gets hot. Hot girls to the front of the line. Because that's how they get you into clubs, Dylan? Is that what you're saying? You can't get them into clubs. You got to put the hot girls in front. It's messed up. Link arms, no stress, because we're dressed up to the nines. LOL. Mini skirt. It's below my hips. Dye my hair blonde. Pillow talk on my lips. Oh. Boys on the dance floor. It's finally clear. Why not men? Why is it boys? Why are we only using the words girls and boys? Have you ever thought about that? Why is it girls and boys? Because at the beginning you said, what did you say? Calling all ages. Calling women of all ages. All ages, and we're still using boys and girls. That's a little uncomfortable. Boys on the dance floor. It's finally clear. This poor guy is so desperate to be liked and accepted. That's what I'm getting. Okay, that's what I'm picking up from this song, is that Dylan is just praying to be accepted. Dyeing my hair blonde, pillow talk. Okay, boys on the dance floor. It's finally clear. The patriarchy is over. You can hold our beer. What? The patriarchy is over. You can hold our beer. Oh God, what's more patriarchy than taking over women's spaces? It's hot dogs and pizza. 100% identifies as a teen girl. Don't we all though, Violet? We're all teen girls on the inside. Back at home, we replay the breakup. Stay up all night. Again, our sleeping patterns are all off, Dylan. We're struggling to get out of bed. We're struggling to make finances due. We're splitting payments. We're taking anything we can get. We have Thursday night walk of shame. Dylan, we're worried about you, hon. Back at home, we replay the breakup. See, we're playing old events that have happened in the past. And that's not good. If we keep living in the past, we'll never see the future. Stay up all night. Fall asleep in our makeup. See, we got to work on our self-care. When you get home, get ready for bed. Don't just go straight to sleep. That's a problem. Mom brought me into the world. Sister taught me how to girl. So you needed a woman to teach you. Isn't that wonderful? You don't just know. Mom brought me into the world. It's good to see that, though. Not dad. Sister taught me how to be a girl. Best friend coached me how to text. You have no idea how to even text. This is where it gets sad. The boy toy that I'm dating next. Girls who helped show me the way. They're why I'm a girl. What? They're why I am it girl today. They're why I'm an it girl today. What is an it girl? That is, again, we don't even know who we are. We're an it. We're not even a they, them. We don't even have nouns. I'm an it. See, people see this song as a song of partying and having a great time. I'm starting to think this is a cry for help. There's something sinister happening in this the show. My dog can go. These are the days of girlhood, blah, 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 blah. Every night, every day, every night, rise and shine, they're all mine. Again, they're all mine. Who are we talking about? Is that some kind of wink and a nod to something worse? Thick or thin, I'll be all right. Again, back with, I'll take whatever I can get. Got my dolls by my side. Again, your dolls. We're still playing with dolls. These are the days of girlhood. Love ya. Dylan considers himself, he considers himself an it girl. Yeah. Dylan, I don't think you think this song means what you think it does. Here at the Derek O'Shea Show, we're worried about you. We're ready for the next song for you to finally step into adulthood. Because I don't how old is Dylan Mulvaney? I mean, Dylan Mulvaney Dylan Mulvaney is 27 years old, and we're still playing with doll. Dylan, you're an adult, okay? And I know you have more money than me. I'm not jealous of that. Clearly, it's making your life worse. So, may we all pray for Dylan today. Stop stepping into the days of girlhood and step into a different day. Adulthood. Amen. God. By the way, I voted. Valerie, who'd you vote for? Putin? Surprised. He considers himself Mr. Bubble. The poor guy is desperate to. That was like. Okay, so I hadn't read the lyrics before. I just sometimes just want to react honestly with you guys, not want to be one of those fake reaction streams that everyone does. That I thought it was just going to be silly. There's some struggles. Oh, you did vote for Putin? Get out of my chat. Oh, God. That's a big surprise, though. All right, guys. Have a wonderful rest of your Friday. Enjoy your day. And remember, These are the days. These are the days of girlhood. Violet, Valerie, Queen, thanks so much for being in the chat. I appreciate